interface initiated.
Okay, let's rock.
Yep. Rolling.
Moving to position.
Whoa, you're super fast.
Sensors have something.
Reserving action.
You probably outweigh me because picking from, I think I picked from Baxter, like you said, and we didn't have a whole lot there.
Okay. How many civils were you worse?
No, I could have picked a Victor, but I didn't see it. I get it confused with the Vindicator.
Wait, no, like you have one heavy, one assault, two mediums. That's more or less the same weight as me.
No, I took 2 assaults and 2 heavies, I think.
Nah, you have two mediums. Like 2 assaults maybe, then you put Arclight in one of your assaults. That's fair, like I have 2 mediums, 1 light and 1 assault. I would just reserve here. I don't think that you can gain anything by moving first. Oh, okay. No, that's like this was a really bad move.
Yeah, well,
Do you have enough
I
to
wasn't
bulwark up?
do I have a what?
Can you bulwark? Like, can you guard?
No.
Or did you run? I wouldn't shoot here. If you're looking to shoot, I wouldn't do it. Yeah, that is better. If you would have shot, you would have done like 30 damage, maybe 50 if everything hits. But that's unlikely because I have evasion tokens. And I could have sensor locked with 1 mag, then you have no evasion left, and then I could have unloaded with my other 3, and that's a dead mag. Now at least you have bulwark, that helps a little bit. Again, I would just reserve. You're not gaining anything from shooting here. Oh, same here, and then I have to move, and then you can react to me. More or less. Okay. Oh, that other guy already moved. That's bad. So it's just the 85 and 90 tons that can still do stuff.
Yeah, I'm being a little nervous here. I don't know why. It's just a game, but I get kind of caught up.
Oh, that's fine. Let's do this then. I don't want to overheat too much.
Target acquired.
I'm shooting with my assault here because I want to get bulwark. I want to get the same as you have.
Yeah, but this Apex doesn't have bulwark.
Yeah, I know. That's why putting here in front as a first mag is a bad move. But now she's in that position. Maybe you can switch it around next round with jumping Apex back and one of the bulwark guys forward.
Oh, okay.
But now you can use the vision Apex gives you to shoot at me. From long range. You have long range. Why did you go forward? Did you have no targets?
Because I didn't. Oh God. Okay. Yeah.
Um,
Waiting for orders. Standing by.
I should have done something. I'm making a mistake here. You only have one mag left, 85 tons. Ah. I should have moved my light mag and forced you to move your other assault. I had pretty decent evasion protection anyway. If I had done that, I could have just moved forward mediums and fired at you. That Stalker has a pilot that doesn't have bulwark, so you want to be as far away from me as possible so that I never see that mech.
Okay, but oh, it does have the LRMs.
Yeah, it has LRMs,
Okay.
it has large lasers, it's a really good long-range fire base.
Commander.
I still have trouble knowing what pilots to put in what mechs. If you guys could ever, I don't know if you could do it or not, but make a recommendation sheet for what pilots would go best in what mechs.
The answer is pretty much always the same. It's the pilots you have at the moment. I would have probably put them in a little bit different. Wildfire. Why do we have Wildfire? Wildfire should be sumo.
Oh, I thought you.
But Wildfire is okay.
Oh,
Wildfire is
that's
not,
right.
Wildfire is fine, right? Wildfire has bulwark and multi-target, correct? You can't see that.
I can't. Yeah, I can't see until it's
Yeah, but
her
I'm pretty
turn.
sure she has bulwark and multi-target. So that's fine. That's completely acceptable.
Confirmed.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah, that's why Apex. But the idea more or less always is you put one of your sumo pilots forward, one of your bulwark pilots forward as tank and as vision giver. You keep Apex and Arclight in the back, either as artillery or as flankers. And Mockingbird is either a tank or a second sensor lock or damage dealer. Like the bulwarks guys are standing in the front, the other two are standing in the back. I just changed that because I had a really nice shot and I hope I can move Apex into a safe location or more or less safe location before you can actually damage her, because you have two assaults and the Hunchback is medium, so she will act for you.
What do you need? Acknowledge.
I'm not firing here because the damage is not that much and I don't want to expose my light. It's too
Holding for the right
valuable to just give up shots. In this situation, I would recommend just using Wildfire and shooting at Apex. Like at my Apex. That should be a pretty easy shot. You have bulwarks there, so you are already protected. You keep the bulwark on your Apex for my next shot. Or if you think that my Apex will act next and you want to save your Apex, you could just jump backwards into the forest and depending on the range, either bulwark up again or fire at my Apex. Both options should be fine if you jump backwards into the forest. I think that is the best move you can make here. And because you have all your other mechs, you moved all your other mechs forward, now they are giving vision, so you don't need the vision from your Apex. Okay.
LRM5 almost seems useless to me.
Yeah, they are. Super bad weapon.
Awaiting orders.
Okay. I want to move my Apex. But I also want to protect her. Yeah, this is probably best.
Roger
Okay,
that.
I'm taking a risk here, and you should try to exploit this as much as possible. Because I'm moving forward and I'm trying to hurt this stalker.
We'll go.
Oh, I missed my 70% shot. But now I don't have bulwark, I only have cover and 2 evasion markers. That's not that much. And the Hunchback is pretty big threat, and at the moment the most vulnerable mech from me, so you should focus all your fire on that guy. Also, you don't have to move at the moment, and I don't think you will gain anything, because your target should be Apex, and Apex already moved, so I would just reserve backwards if I were you. That's a different story with the Stalker next turn, but you can't move the Stalker at the moment, so...
Wildfire.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you don't need to shoot with Wildfire at the moment, you're not gaining anything from that, so... Reserve, see what happens. The next thing you want to do is move that Stalker. Because he is exposed and vulnerable. Wildfire is safe, Wildfire is bulwark.
So I shouldn't fire with Wildfire?
No, just reserve. You can fire with her later.
I keep getting reserve confused with defend, the defend one, guard. I didn't that time though.
Firing.
I took the shot here because you could have moved or guarded up the next time around. I'm reserving Arcglide because she is just my light mech, she won't do that much damage.
Until I get one of my mechs overheated, and then you jump in and shut it down.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm being real careful not to do that.
Exactly. But now I would try to get that Stalker into safety. Either, if you want to be aggressive, try to get him in one of the woods and fire from there if you can. Else you can see if you want to can move forward and get into the water and bulwark up. Now at least you have cover. It's not perfect, but at least it's some protection. And target should be the Apex Hunchback for G.
They're all low percentage chance hits, so should I go for it anyway?
Just shoot your 2 large lasers, your 2 LRMs. You're also reducing the evasion markers, like that were good hits. I would reserve again because you want me to move first.
Commander. Firing on target.
I had high percentage shots and missed. No, I would shoot Wildfire. She wants the bulwark anyway, and you have evasion markers on your Highlander, and so use a guy that doesn't have the evasion markers. You should still shoot at Apex. Huge threat, most vulnerable at the moment.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I want to move her out of a little bit farther back and into the forest.
Why?
But
You don't need to, you have bulwark.
that brings her in the. She's.
What are you gaining by moving? The only thing you could gain is getting farther forwards, and you could choose 2 medium lasers, but then you would be also closer and don't have bulwark. I would just be safe. Shoot the last laser, be happy. If you're in range of the medium lasers, shoot them as well, but else. Oh, okay, now you didn't use Wildfire, you used the Highlander. Okay.
She was next, and I think everybody else
No.
is.
She was not
Now
next.
it's their turn now.
No, you could have chosen Wildfire. You didn't need to use Mockingbird. That's not correct. You could have just chosen Wildfire.
Yep. Got it.
I'm taking a risk here, but I'm also presenting you with a problem.
This should be good.
Now you have the question, do you ignore the fire starter, yes or no?
I'm thinking I better not. I better take the chance on getting it out of the way if I can. But
The best way to do that...
I'm thinking that now
If you wanna attack the fire starter, you should melee attack, because that's the best chance to actually do damage and do a good amount of damage. The problem is that if you do that, you will lose bulwark, and then you're exposed again. On the other hand, at the moment I can shoot at your Stalker, or if you don't do that, I will probably shoot at the Highlander next. So it might be a good idea to just melee and say, hey, there are so many good targets for me to shoot at shoot you. Yeah, 70
I was
damage.
hoping for better than that.
No, that was fine.
Armor breach. Internal damage.
Like, at 70 damage, I have 10 left in the leg. Like, that was a good hit.
Standing by.
There's nothing you can complain about.
Roger. Acknowledged.
Okay, apparently I decided to go for your Highlander and trying to shut him down, and I failed in doing that. So... now, personally, I would recommend focusing Arclight. You have 2 sensor lockers. You have all the time in the world to do this, by the way, so I would just... probably just reserve down and... like, if you want to go for the fire starter, I would just reserve down. And then use Mockingbird to sensor lock the fire starter, and then use the other mechs to shoot him.
Right now, I've only got Apex and Wildfire, so
What?
should I reserve with Apex and Wildfire?
Yeah, like, Apex doesn't need to move at all. Like, she is perfectly protected at the moment. By the way, you can switch your pilots. Like, you couldn't use Wildfire at the moment. You don't have to use Apex. You can use every mech that is in that initiative order. You don't have to use the mech that is selected. So... what do I do?
Aye, aye.
I think I try to punish that Griffin for that. There was a lot of options for me and I'm not sure what the best would have been.
Affirmative.
I'm just going for this now. Hoping that's the right choice. What? Oh, that was a really lucky shot for me.
Standing by.
Yeah, I'd say so. Damn.
I'm doing some risky moves here, but I think I can do those because I think you want to eliminate the fire starter. That's why I'm not protecting my mechs as much as I would normally do.
Well, I wouldn't normally take advantage, try to kill that fire starter, but the problem is I'm overheated with my Highlander, and
Yeah.
I don't know when does the heat sink take place. Does heat sink take place at the beginning of your turn or at the beginning of the
Every time when you
phase?
what? No, when is heat dissipation starts when you activate your mechs, like when you use an action with that mech. Then you're reducing the heat calculation is in the same time your new heat like your new heat would happen. So if you're not using anything and you end your turn, you're dissipating all the heat. If you're using any weapons or jump jets, then those activations get just subtracted from your heat sinks.
Ready for orders. On the move. Inflicted some heavy damage.
Okay, now I use all my mechs and you still have all your mechs to do. The first thing in your mind, what you have to do is you have to choose the target you want to destroy now. I exposed all of my mechs, so you have the free choice. Which mechs do you want to punish?
Yeah, I'm torn. I mean, this Griffin is pretty much
Your Griffin is
out of the picture.
No, he's fine. It's just the at the moment your only concern is who do you want to kill. Your Griffin didn't lose anything. He lost an arm with nothing in it. You still have your other torso. The next thing your Griffin does is he just turns around 180 degrees and fires. That was a mistake. Okay.
I'm taking heavy hits,
The
Commander.
only reason I did that is I had good damage on him already. Well, not good damage, but I had some damage on him already,
Yes.
and he poses a really big threat.
True, but you could have rotated your mech further so
But
that...
yeah, you're right. I turned my torso right towards those guys.
Yeah, you wanted to rotate further than you did. And... What can you do with your Highlander? Can you fire weapons and still cool down? Because you have to cool down. Because now you don't kill the fire starter, so you...
I can't really fire too much with him.
Yeah, like more or less nothing, I would guess. I don't know, you have to get more... You have to cool down by almost 40 heat. So... I would probably just sensor lock, or if you have a really cool weapon, the AC. Maybe you can fire the AC, but even that produces heat.
I've been sensor locked.
Yeah. And now, just choose with the stalker. And then jump Apex and fire with Apex as well. Everything on the guy you've chosen as a target.
I don't really know what to do here, so I mean, I think I'm gonna move Apex into a better position to hit the mech I just sensor locked.
Yeah, I would just jump her to your, from your perspective, just jump her to the right, maybe in direction of the forest, of the big forest, and just use the large laser and be happy. I think putting her forward is really risky. Yeah, perfect. 4 evasion markers, cover. Yeah, that was a good move.
Losing armor.
It would have been better if you had used the stalker first, just for the potential of the knockdown. No, actually it doesn't matter. It is interesting here, if you can fire the SRM6s, you should probably do it. Yeah, good hit.
Critical hit. Critical hit.
Sadly not enough, but good hits.
Aye aye.
Okay. Yeah. I think I'm trying to punish the Highlander.
Roger.
That looks like all my flamers missed. Oh no. You got a little bit lucky again. If I had all 4 flamers, you would have probably been shut down, but that didn't happen. Now, this is an important decision, because when I'm activating next, I will shoot as the Highlander again, and you have the potential to disable my 4G. So I would recommend firing with Wildfire at Apex now, instead of reserving what we did also last time. Because now you actually have the chance to prevent me from doing damage to you if you fire now. Also, when you do that, rotate a little bit more so that your left side is not so exposed. Alternatively, yeah. Okay.
I'm taking internal damage.
No, you didn't get the right side torso, but at least you had a chance. And that chance was important.
Commander?
I'm starting to see the importance of reserving, though. I never considered using the reserve much.
Taking the shot.
No, reserving. Playing with the initiative is super important. Now it's a question again, do you need to move? And the answer is no. Because you can't achieve anything with shooting now. You know, like, Apex has already fired, she won't fire again this round. And my other people you can't disable. That Hunchback is full, that Stalker is full. So you don't need to move now, so reserve. Because then you don't lose all your protections. You're in a good position.
Waiting for orders.
I will act, because I don't want to get caught with my Hunchback when your assaults activate. So I want my Bulwark again.
Scored a critical hit.
The last thing for me is the Stalker. Nothing you can do against the Stalker to avoid damage from him. I would just reserve for most flexibility.
What's up, Commander? I copy.
It's amazing what quick those Hunchbacks can take down an assault.
Yeah. Okay, now is the important question for you should be, especially in Inner Sphere Wars, because the losses actually matter. Can you save this Highlander? You still have 3 jump jets, you still have guarded, can you save him? If yes, if you think yes, then you should probably retreat him now. If you think no, you think, if you believe that I will kill that guy either way, every time, now it would be a good thing just to punch that fire starter in your front. Because that fire starter really doesn't like to get punched.
I don't see myself saving this guy. I might have if my Griffin wasn't so damaged, but now I've got two. My Highlander is without the medium lasers and the AC-10. I don't know. It's a tough decision.
I think it's really close to saving this guy. Like, the move would be to jump backwards and just bulwark up, and then with the Stalker to pump to Alpha Strikes the Firestarter. There's a good chance that that could kill. Especially if you follow up with Apex. And then that guy is probably not in vision anymore. And I will have to chase him down. That exposes me more, so yeah. And just bulwark as a guard. Yeah. No, but now it's important that you focus Firestarter, else the Firestarter will just chase and force you to overheat. Oh.
Oh man, I missed with all my missiles.
Yeah, I personally would have chosen the Stalker first. Because he can do more damage, but yeah. Don't overheat, but shoot as much as possible. Maybe if it's not that much, like you're cool, right? Yeah. I'm not sure about your hit chances, but you should be able to fire a lot.
Not as much as you might think.
You're probably in minimum range for the LRMs, so don't use those. And then it should be 2 large lasers, 2 medium lasers, 2 SRM6. That should be doable.
That's funny because that's exactly what I decided to shoot.
Yeah, that's decent.
We lost
Yeah.
a unit.
There was some lucky hits right there.
No, that all those hits should have been a pretty high hit chance. I don't think
The highest was 75 for the medium lasers. Then it was 70 for the large lasers and 70 for the SRMs. It's your turn.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking. What I'm doing here looks strange. I'm doing that so that your Stalker has to move if he wants to shoot this 4G.
Roger that.
Now I would probably use the Griffin, either retreat him and bulwark up again, or fire an arrow, so that you at least get the damage out of him. Because he's really hurt and will probably die pretty soon.
I was thinking DFA.
On whom? Sure, you can do that, but that's so throwing away the mech. Like, if you DFA, you're killing yourself. And that's not good, because every time I have to shoot that thing, I can't shoot anything else. So, doing me a favor and putting damage on it, nah.
Okay, I see. I see what you're saying.
So
I never looked at it that way.
So I would either stay still or jump backwards, yeah. You could even consider shooting, because you have 4 evasion tokens and cover. That was unlucky. AC-20 destroyed. You achieved what you wanted to
I'm
achieve.
losing weapon systems.
Yeah, that
Reading.
was a good shot for me. Yeah. Needless to say, I don't think I would have made it this far without your help.
Yeah, but that's why we do this.
Holding for tactical advantage.
There's... Now you need to consider, is your Apex in danger, yes or no? If yes, you should move now, jump in another forest, shoot from there. If no, reserve.
I'm looking at your max right now, and I can see where you've got evasion tokens, but I'm looking at them right now, and they've got these arrows going to both sides of them. What does that mean?
I don't know what you mean. I don't have any evasion.
No, I know that. What I'm saying is, the mech is in the center, and there's a large yellow, like arrow bracket, then another smaller one, and then a white one that are radiating out from both sides of the mech.
What? I have no clue where you are. That description doesn't tell me anything. Okay.
My mech's coming apart around me.
Again, I would say no reason to use the Stalker at the moment.
What does Master Tactician do again?
It gives you +1 initiative, and if you reserve, you lose step damage. The yellow bar. The yellow bar is your stability. Like, you have no stability damage at all. I have a lot on Apex. If you have Master Tactician in reserve, you are reducing stability damage.
Waiting for orders. You got it. Report critical hit.
Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna help because I think that stalker can still reach me, but I don't know.
I would have to use a sensor lock to do that. And you have a lot of armor left in your center torso, so if you think you can win with your other 3 max against my 3 max, that move was completely fine. Just guard up, like you can't do anything else with him.
I'm here.
No, you forced me to use this mech. What can you shoot with the Stalker at the moment? Probably not much, right?
I can shoot.
Oh, you have
Well, if I
LRMs.
move, let's see.
Like you can probably use your LRMs to shoot. And now is the question for you: do you want to move the Stalker out of the cover of the forest to apply damage, or do you want to keep it safe and just use your LRMs and stay in the forest?
I kind of want to keep it safe as long as I can, but if I do, then I've only got indirect fire opportunity.
Yeah, but is that so bad? Like you already have a lot of stab damage on Apex. Pressure here more.
Big hit. That was a big hit. Yes, Commander.
Now, see, that move to me makes me think that you're just moving him out there to be a target.
No, like yes and no. What this guy is doing, he is threatening to punch your Stalker. And he's providing vision. And he's the target. If you shoot him, you're not shooting as the rest of my mechs. The question is again, do you need to shoot now? If not, reserve.
Yes, Commander.
How damaged are you? No, I could kill him. I don't know, I just use this.
Taking the shot.
Okay. And again, it should probably be decision time. Thanks for the host, Hanuman. Hanumana. Cool. Yeah. You could just finish him off, but again, I would just question, do you need to act now? Do you gain anything from that? You should probably move that Apex Griffin. Because I seem to target him a lot, and he has no evasion, only cover. And under 50 health on Center Torso. Again, that's pretty decent protection. I would just shoot.
Crap. Got a weapon system down.
Yeah, I would probably just use the Stalker to kill Apex. You could reserve if you wanna act last, but there's a chance that I lose vision if you just kill Apex.
Battletech down. Receiving you. Acknowledged.
I missed a 90% shot.
That was a good hit, though.
Yeah, but I used a precision strike for that. And I didn't hit the areas I targeted. So in the end, it didn't do much. Yeah.
Reading you. Scored a critical hit.
Again, this Griffin is exposed. I would think about just pulling him back out of vision and applying large laser damage and use the Stalker now as spotter.
Think I should move Apex away?
What? No, not Apex. Wildfire. Apex, no one has vision on Apex. Apex is safe. Wildfire is the guy under threat.
I ain't got many jump jets left. There's no place to go with her.
Yeah, then just walk and bulwark. You still have right side armor. Or you can just stand there, torso twist to the right side and fire at Hunchback.
Shit, I did the wrong side. I did the wrong side.
Yeah, but you walked out
That's
of vision.
figures.
That's fine, you walked out of vision. I would have to sensor lock you to shoot you. And my sensor locker is at Hunchback over there, so... you should be able to just fire. Now for your stalker, if you act now, you will be first next turn. I don't know if that's important for you. But probably not, but... if you reserve, I will have to move, and then I will have to move first next round.
I have this feeling, though, that I need to move. I'm not thinking that I have to, but I feel like I need to. And I need to let some heat out. Need to let some heat off.
Okay, like the situation at the moment. You can't fire at my stalker, correct? At my Hunchback with your stalker.
With a couple of
Okay, you can...
LRM-10s, I could, yes, which would mean minimal damage.
Yeah. So, the thing is, if you just stay in that positions, I will shoot with my stalker at your stalker, and you shoot with 2 LRMs, 10s, and the 2 Griffins at my Hunchback, and then we race who can kill whom first. Not so sure.
I kind of feel like I need to move.
If you think you need to move, then move. Just think about where you want to go. Probably you want to go in that hill where your apex is, like almost there. But move and brace. If you don't brace, I will just fuck you up.
Can't move for shit. He's kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place.
But if you just move and bulwark, you're also not receiving much damage.
Something just happened. I didn't do that.
Yeah, your timer went out. And
Oh, shit.
And I think, like, I'm waiting because... no, there it is.
Well, it could have been worse, I guess.
Yeah, it definitely could have been.
Roger that. Full speed.
Okay, I move forward.
Your stalker moved a long ways compared to what mine can move.
Yeah, my also ran. So I didn't bulwark. Oh, I forgot your Highlander. So, okay.
He's got no weapons, though.
Yeah,
He's
but that's
nothing
important for initiative, so... Now you can think about shooting the stalker. If you think that's reasonable, you should do it now before I reserve all the way down. But there's also a chance that I will just try to sensor lock in initiative 1, and so you will have a chance to shoot him there again. Your stalker is acting before mine, so if you have 2 people shoot at the stalker, you can get 2 evasion pips. What? You just rotate in space, right?
Yeah, I wanted to. If you were gonna shoot at that Gretchen, at that Griffin, I wanted to make sure that he would last a little bit longer.
Yeah, that's fine. The thing is, because you rotated, now suddenly I have vision on him, which makes no sense to me.
That is kind of odd.
Yeah.
Damage is light.
Yes, Commander.
Okay. I would use this to shoot a full salvo at my stalker. As much as you can afford. I only have 1 evasion pip. No cover. You should probably use it. If you reserve it, I will bulwark.
Shit. When I push my press to talk button, it makes a selection sometimes.
Yeah, you just
I
use
think I'm going to have to change my push to talk to something else.
Why? That was what you wanted to do. Where's the problem?
Okay. That hurt.
Like, that was the most reasonable move you could make.
I'm here.
Good to go.
Yes, Commander. Location confirmed.
Are you sure that you're winning this fight? Maybe you want to bring that Highlander forward again to be a melee threat.
Yeah, no, I don't think I'm winning this fight.
Yeah, then I would bring
If there was such thing as being able to go to a... Bring the Highlander back for what? Oh, to melee, huh?
Yeah,
Okay,
this guy
yeah.
has only 140 melee damage or something like that.
115, and if he does a DFA, it's 290
Yeah,
or
exactly.
230.
So, just jumping forward or running back, like, whatever. Probably jumping and bracing is the best choice. I don't know how far you can move. If jumping is too slow, you might want to sprint.
Well, jumping ain't too slow. It's just it's like 1 hex farther than running.
Yeah.
Order. I'll make them dead.
One HP. My Hunchback has no protection at the moment, so I would take the shot with whoever you have. Good hits. And structure exposed. Nice.
Reading you.
If I rotate, do I lose bulwark?
Rotate in place? No.
Okay, that was really bad.
Decision time again. You either put out damage, or you start moving and guarding up, and then you should probably show me your
That
other
is
side.
not what I. Oh.
Why? Did you just hide behind that wall? That doesn't seem too bad. Just now you can fire your elements pretty safely. If you're actually, you can check if I have to direct line of fire to you. Or if you feel my damage, you can just guard up or bulwark up. Okay.
Oh, Commander, I'm hit. Ah. Commander. I'll make him dead. That's a critical hit.
Yes, Commander.
Hmm. I'm aiming for a misplay here. You should just reserve. My intention is that you move some of your mechs first, so that I can use my hunchback to get into a position so that I keep bulwarks all time.
Roger that. Standing by.
Oh, okay.
Reading you.
Target acquired. Scored a critical hit.
Nice hit.
No, that guy is hurting. If you want to save him, you should probably rotate and bulwark up. You're in melee range?
No, not yet, but I'm trying to get there. It was supposed to be a jump. I clicked the jump, but it didn't register.
Okay.
And I would have got 2 evasion tips, but
yeah, the most
I don't
important
know.
thing is that you bulwark.
I'm here.
now if this were a raid,
Acknowledge.
would you lose the mechs that are destroyed,
Yeah.
or would you
Yeah.
get to keep them?
No, they're all lost.
Target locked.
Good shot.
Mech destroyed.
Why are you shooting the stalker and not the hunchback?
Because I got more damage on the stalker.
A hit.
That was my reasoning anyway.
Yeah, but you're doing only half damage to the stalker and 2/3 damage to the hunchback.
I forgot that. I forgot.
And you didn't move your Apex. And Apex is in vision of my guys. That was not good.
I've got no real good choices here.
Jumping. Oh no, that guy doesn't have jump rods anymore, right?
Yeah, you blew those jump jets off of him.
Damage critical.
Okay.
Reading you. Ten four.
It's important that you get your guys in safety. Jumps them around if you can. Wildfire has bulwark, so use bulwark before my stalker acts and just blows them apart.
Wildfire's really got no place to go, bro.
Yeah, but she has bulwark. She can stay just there and show me her full arm and full leg. Apex has jump jets and can just jump away. Why didn't you fire? You have bulwark.
No, she didn't have bulwark on because I moved her last turn.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. When she acts now, she can fire and gets bulwark. It's by
Are you
fire.
serious?
Yeah, sure. If you don't move and you fire and you have bulwarks and you can't guard it. Yeah, this is good. Now you have cover, evasion, and you're out of vision. That's perfect.
Armor breach. Internal damage.
Yes, Commander.
I really honestly believe I'm only prolonging the inevitable, but
Engaging.
I'm going to play this one through because if I can take just one more mech, then
Critical hit,
the
Commander.
better off I'll be.
Yeah, exactly. Can you DFA?
Not with the one you just knocked over, no.
No, but your Highlander is acting. Can he DFA?
Yes, he can.
Yeah, and then now is the time to DFA. No, you have no other choice. You need to kill me now, and that is a fuck ton of damage. Like, now is the time.
Oh, all
That
I
was
got
2 hits.
was a left arm.
Yeah, but it was 2 hits. It was
Adopt the
just
weapon.
230 damage on me. Like, my parts are not happy about that. Not at all.
Yes, Commander.
If I were to do that again, I would be sacrificing him in hopes of getting you. But I think you'll probably take him out now. No?
Enemy eliminated.
What? Your Highlander with 230 center torso armor? No? Nothing I can do against that guy at the moment. Here again, you'd have nothing to gain acting now. You should just wait for the Highlander to act again, punch my Hunchback, then my Hunchback loses guarded, and then you can fire again. And then I don't have guarded.
Receiving you. Locked on target.
Now I would just melee my Hunchback. No
Think
need-
so?
Yeah, no need to DFA again, just melee. That's another 113 damage. If that hits CT, that's done. If it hits left torso, it's done. Like, you have over 50% chance. Unlucky. You had like a 30, pretty much 50-50 to kill my mech. And if you don't kill my mech, I still lose a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but I missed.
Yeah, that was bad luck. But like, nothing you can do against bad luck. But at least my Hunchback doesn't have guarded anymore, so now your Apex can fire at my Hunchback without the guarded bonus.
Can't take many more of those.
I don't know how much damage you do. You probably just shoot again. Just in the hopes. I don't know. Like maybe jump forward in the forest to also get the medium lasers and then hope for really lucky hits. But I don't know. Hard to say. You needed last hits.
I'm wounded. Critical hit.
You needed the
Critical
melee
hit.
attack to hit.
I'm here.
I think you're gonna kill him off right here, though.
Probably.
You got 2 moves to my 1. You move, and then you move, and then
Move order.
No, I'm just not sure which is correct, but you just ripped me of a fuck ton of heat sinks. So
Reporting critical hit.
okay.
Watch my heat.
did you just lose some pieces due to overheat?
Yeah. Why? Oh. What? Apparently I had a lot less than I thought. If you're melee range, you can try to melee. Else, just stand in the way.
I'm not.
Oof. Okay. That seems unnecessary.
Boys, down.
Well, I got the mech, and I knew I was gonna die,
Yeah, but that
he
mech
only
was
had
dead
1
anyway.
hit point left. I wasn't in melee range.
Ready for orders.
Yeah, but you would have had him in the next match if I didn't kill him. You'd still have him.
Yeah, but
Do,
you would
do you
have
see
died
what
too.
I'm saying?
Yeah, true, but... Oh, no, okay.
You think
Yeah,
it's
maybe
the
you're
wrong
correct.
the
Maybe
wrong
you're
thing to
correct.
do?
No.
Good shot. Damn.
Hostile eliminated.
Mission successful.
Okay. Why do you
Good
think...
game, man, and thanks for the help.
Good game, good game. Still, why do you think did you lose that match?
Why?
Yeah, why? What was the primary reason you lost that match?
I think. Well, I don't know the primary, but I believe I had the wrong pilots and the wrong mechs, and I also my moves weren't so good. If you hadn't helped me with my movement, I would have been. It would have been even worse.
True.
What do
but,
you think?
You retreated your Highlander. That was by far the biggest mistake. Like, it was a judgment call, and I don't think that the judgment call was clear, but with the knowledge of hindsight, if that Highlander would have stayed, just moved forward, bulwark up, threatened to melee all my mechs, I would have been forced to deal with him. That would have allowed your other mechs to shoot more. And if he would have actually gotten just melee attacks off, not even DFAs, just melee attacks, he would have destroyed my mechs.
Okay.
Now, in the end, that guy was not there for a long duration of the fight. Gave me the freedom to damage all your other mechs so badly that I could win in the end. But it was a judgment call. Like
Okay.
that is with knowledge of hindsight, it would have been better. In the situation, I think it was reasonable to think that you have a chance winning that match without the Highlander at that point, because it was 3v1, 3v2.